How much power do you need to make to have a fast car? Well, if you ask the internet, the same number keeps coming up.
There's nothing like the sound of 1,000 horsepower in the morning. 1,000 horsepower, 1,000 horsepower, 1,000 horsepower. They're all over 1,000 horsepower.
1,000 horsepower. As far as the internet's concerned, 1,000 horsepower is... it's a go-to power level to have a fast car. I gave up on the idea of 1,000 horsepower many years ago when I originally put this engine together for my car. I only really set myself the goal of 500 horsepower. I didn't think it was possible on a standard crank or block, and a few other factors went into why I never intended the engine to make anywhere near that sort of power. And well, if you ask me, you don't really need to have 1,000 horsepower to have a fast car. Anything around 500 to 600 is going to be fairly quick. However, 1,000 horsepower is a pretty good milestone to have that magical 4 numbers. I remember the very first time I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to have a crack at making 4 digits with this engine. It was way back when I filmed one of the first sort of proper dyno videos, and the first time Hoff had let me use his dyno at Nugget Garage, and she pumped out 755 horsepower. Someone in the comments down below, someone commented on the video that I'm crazy enough to push this engine to 1,000 horsepower, and it was that point that I went, yep, you know what, he's right, I think I will have a crack at this. And ever since then, I've been chasing my tail with various head gasket issues, clutches, transmissions, trying to get this thing to hang in there and do its thing to make 1,000 wheel horsepower. Well, I finally got a chance to put it back on the dyno, and this time I was not going to hold back. I was going to give it everything I possibly could to try and make that magical 4-digit number that everyone wants to have, or that at least the internet says you need to have. Anyway, sit back, grab a beer, and watch as I cram everything I can into this little V6 that I intended to make 500 horsepower to try and double it. Hello everyone, welcome back to the videos. It is wonderful to have you guys here again as always. Today in this video, we've had an opportunity come up and Hoffer's given us the day on the dyno. So we're going to take Ethel, we're going to go over there, we're going to get it on the dyno, and we're going to abuse the shit out of it and see how far we can really push this setup and this combination and the little mang that could. For those that are new to the channel and aren't familiar with the car, this is my 1998 VT Berliner. It's an Ecotec V6. Even though it looks like an LS, there is only 6 coils on it because it's a 6-cylinder. It's not, as far as builds go, it's a fairly simple build. It's no 2K barra build, but it's still a fairly simple build. It is just forged rods, pistons, ARP main studs, race series bearings, big ends and mains, ARP main studs, I think I said that, tyre custom grind cam, factory Ecotec V6 crank, ground 10 and 10, and balance for rotating assembly, heads ported by myself. It's got triple angle radius valve job, 1.9 inch intake valves, 1.55 inch stainless exhaust valves. Intakes are also stainless. 170 pound dual valve springs. Johnson short travel hydraulic roller LS tie bar lifters, push rods, Yellow Terra roller rockers in a 1.7 ratio, and the Holly high ram slapped on a factory eco base and all welded up, made to work with a 92mm throttle body. It's got a it's got a Pro Boost S480 mounted on it on a set of my own custom turbo manifolds. And yeah, go out, we'll get it strapped onto the dyno, and yeah, we'll see what she makes. Anyway, I will see you guys out there once we got it all bolted onto the dyno and we start doing some pulls. Fingers crossed it all goes well. about 30 pound of boost. Let's put a bit more boost into it and see what happens. So 713. I don't think I'm going to get to my goal, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Try it again.
I'm just looking at the gauge up there.
I had a misfire though.
Yeah. The scale up the left hand side, AFRs, is that?
Yeah, I'm not logging the AFR on that.
Oh, okay, alright.
So that's just horsepower.
Yeah, but I don't know how it works. I'm just seeing that going. That fucking,
No.
yeah, you're not logging on power. What AFRs does it show on that?
11.0.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's misfiring. Pretty bad. Alright, so it's got a bit of a misfire. I'll give it one more run like that and see that misfire goes away. Up a little bit more power, but yeah, that misfire is still there. I have to pull the plugs and gap them down, I think. Again, see what happens. May have heard it. Hopefully it'll be okay though. I just trimmed up the injectors for the back two cylinders, a little bit more fuel in them. Hopefully it stays in one piece. see what happens. Try that again. This time, hopefully, a bit more success. probably going to be about all she's got. That's going to be the end of this video for me. She ran 926 horsepower at the hubs. On about 45 pounds of boost. I feel like the turbo's kind of at its max. I'm not too sure. The whole sort of setup is kind of strained pretty hard. Yeah, I did the best I could with what I've got. Anyway, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Hoff at Nugget Garage. I really appreciate his help for the dyno rental for the day. If it wasn't for him and his support, I wouldn't be able to have pushed and progressed the car as far as I have. If you're not subscribed to Nugget Garage, you must be living under a rock. Go check them out if you're not. Lots of cool videos, lots of cool builds, and just downright cool guy. I also want to give a thank you to Mark from Hooked on Trailers for building me a killer transmission. Head over to the Hooked on Trailers Facebook page and contact him about getting yourself a transmission built if you're in the market for Turbo 400 and Powerglide. It's a huge thank you to you guys for all the support down in the comments below you've been giving me over the last several years. Without you guys pushing and driving me to push this car, I never would have pushed it as far as I have. Like I said, I gave up on the idea of 1,000 horsepower a long time ago, and just to be able to try and have a crack and give it everything it's got, not only has it been a huge learning experience, but it's been a lot of fun. I heard a lot of stuff, yeah, but it's probably the better way to learn, I guess. Anyway, that's going to be it from me in this video, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget, unleash the boost, CO2 the world. Got some things I want to check over on this thing. She did wee quite a bit of coolant. I'm actually amazed that there is even still some left in there. What's this thing like? It's fairly empty. Yeah, she pushed quite a bit of coolant. Cylinder head sealing is still an issue. But yeah. Thank you all again for watching. Please leave your likes and comments down below. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. So, it didn't make 1,000 horsepower. Am I mad? Not really. Does it suck? A little bit. I did want to be the first person to make 4 digits with a standard V6 crank. And technically I have. If I was still a manual car, it would have made over 1,000 horsepower. The Powerglide sucked up about 100 horsepower. Am I going to try it again? No. For me, this engine's done its deed, it's done its time. It served its purpose. It was never intended to go as far as it has, nor was it ever intended to do what it's done. Could I improve on this engine and make 4 digits with it? Yes. With a few simple upgrades and a lot of knowledge that I've learned, not only just in this dyno session, but previous ones before it, and race events, I could put it all together, get a slightly more efficient turbo, seal the heads better, take it back, and more than likely crack the 4-digit mark. But seeing as I've already set in motion a new engine for this car, I think I'll leave the 4 digits for future me to achieve.